Hi everyone, it's Chelsea Robinson from the Robinson Home Group, bringing you another segment of living in Southwest Florida. Cape Coral is one of those locations that's seeing extreme growth and appreciation, and I wanted to just take a quick moment real quick and discuss 5 reasons why people are choosing Cape Coral. But before we jump in, really quickly, it would mean a lot to me if you go ahead and hit that like button so that YouTube algorithms share this information with others and it lets me know what you'd like more of. And as a thank you, here's a video of the manatees at Manatee Park. Whenever the water gets a little chilly, the manatee population heads to Manatee Park, which has warmer waters from the power plant, to stay warm. It's a fantastic place to see our marine mammal friends out in the wild, and kayaking with them is supposed to be a magical experience. And really quickly, I wouldn't be good at my job if I didn't remind you how much we love helping people from all over the country buy and sell their homes here in Southwest Florida. So if you or anyone you know of are even thinking about moving, then please feel free to use the contact information below. All right, let's jump right in. Cape Coral is a fast-growing city, and there are a lot of charming components to it. Certainly, there is no such thing as a perfect town, and all of them have their perks and the things that they can improve, but for many people, Cape Coral is a really good fit. So let's jump into 5 reasons why people like living in Cape Coral. You've heard me say this often, but the first reason many people love living here in Cape Coral is the vibe. People moving to Cape Coral find a city with a small town feel and the amenities of a big city nearby. Let's take a quick step back and look at the geography of the town. Cape Coral is broken up into 4 quadrants, and to keep things simple, they're labeled southeast, southwest, northeast, and northwest. Each of those have their own vibes as well. Southeast is more commercial spaces for restaurants, shops, and businesses. Southwest is primarily residential area known for its boating. Northeast and Northwest are both areas that are being developed, and they have many open fields waiting for new housing to be built, which makes them quieter, but a lot of new construction is moving in throughout those regions. And for Northwest, being along the water, it's known for being a sleepier community for boaters along the shoreline. But let's look at it as a whole. Since Cape Coral was initially established to complement Fort Myers, in many ways Cape Coral can be described as a bedroom community, which is a phrase to describe cities in which people sleep and live but don't necessarily work and play. But over the years, it's really started to shift. While there are now locations throughout the city to see, if you're looking for some place to eat, get a massage, shoot some pool, or attend a community event, then you'll likely find the greatest concentration of them to be at either Del Prado or Cape Coral Parkway, or the burgeoning businesses on Pine Island Road. To give you an idea of how large or small the city it is, it takes roughly 25 minutes to go from north to south or from east to west. It's big enough to attract big box businesses like Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot, Michaels, Ross, Burlington. It's basically a 2-target town. 2 Targets was a good gauge for me because I was moving from a high cost of living large city where we had many Targets through the region. So it was big enough to support more than one here, but not so big that they were everywhere. While this is considered a mid-sized town in terms of population, there's a lot of small town charm in things like the community events. The city hosts things like a big 4th of July blowout, Veterans Day parade, and holiday boat along that are all pretty big deal around town. Businesses can get in this community vibe as well. There's beloved institutions like Fathoms and Rum Runner restaurants that host their holiday events and will be the talk of town. A local church did a big holiday village with outdoor ice skating, and people from the region came to see. The long-awaited specialty grocery store Farmer Joe's just opened up about a week or 2 ago, and it's been a popular destination for people to check out, sparking conversation in online communities for weeks and months. I guess what I'm saying is this is why I describe it as a large town due to the amenities it has, but it still carries itself with a small town vibe. Now let's discuss lifestyle. If you've been to Cape Coral, then you know it's all about the waterfront views. With more than 400 miles of canals in this city, one of the biggest perks for water lovers is the ability to fish or boat straight from your backyard. And if you live on a dry lot but you have a fishing boat, there's still plenty of opportunities to get access to the myriad of city boat ramps. Many people also like to kayak, canoe, or fish throughout our many rivers and lakes. There's great paddling trails nearby at 4 Mile Cove, along Pine Island, down Orange River in Buckingham, and the Peace River in Arcadia. If water sports aren't your thing, then maybe golfing is. There are more than 30 golf courses within a 20-minute drive of Cape Coral, 4 of which are located right here within the city. And luckily, we get to enjoy these sports often because we have an average of 316 sun-filled days per year. A lot of this lifestyle is even an option for us because of that weather, and it's one of the main primary reasons I hear people saying that they're moving to Cape Coral. Our coldest month of the year is January, which averages highs of 74 degrees Fahrenheit, which in comparison to many other places that are negatives at that point, it feels for our snowbirds as a paradise from the snow. Yes, it is hot in summer, and our hottest months of July and August can feel brutal with the humidity, but we circle back to those water sports, pool and beach time, and air conditioning to get us through. With over 300 sunny days per year, as I mentioned, taking a trip down to our beautiful world-class beaches is a perfect activity to combat the heat. Another one of the great things that I love about living in Cape Coral is the wildlife. Humans aren't the only inhabitants here, and it's so nice to see bald eagles flying overhead, or the manatees playing in the canals, and the little burrowing owls poking their heads out of their homes. A lot of Cape Coral feels like it's a really good mix of humans and animals living in coexistence with each other, and it's really nice to feel that nature's right at my fingertips. If you've seen my other videos on this channel, and you've heard me talk about my love for burrowing owls in particular, and I just love when the babies start popping their heads out with their parents and all sit together in their little burrow. They're just so cute. Here's a picture of one of my past clients just sent me the other day when they were over at Home Depot. Cape Coral has really placed an emphasis on protecting the species, and we're lucky to have several places dedicated to preservation where wildlife can be viewed. And the last reason I'm going to cover today is affordability. If you saw last month's update, then you've seen that we have extraordinary growth here right now, and we have increased substantially. But even with the growth that we saw in Southwest Florida, it wasn't exclusive to this area, and so there are other markets in Florida that are still higher than ours. Manatee County, Sarasota County, Palm Beach County, Miami-Dade, Collier, Walton, and Orange County, these are all counties that have higher costs of living than we do here in Lee County. So people moving here from Sarasota or Naples or Orlando or Southeast Florida, really anywhere, will find that they still can get more house for their money. And with Cape Coral in particular, there's a lot more amenities for your home. I'm not saying that moving to Cape Coral is inexpensive, but it does mean that the moving here will make it more financially achievable than moving to a lot of other places in the state. There's also great value for homeowners who may be able to get a little bit more house for their money than in other parts of the region. Combine that with a lack of state income tax and the potential for full-time residents to utilize tax breaks like the homestead exemption taxes, and it's clear why Fort Myers Cape Coral Metro was number 7 on the top 10 places to retire in 2021-2022, according to US News. If you have questions about the data, or if you'd like to drill down and compare specific neighborhoods, like say Cape Coral versus Fort Myers, or you need help figuring out what really is the best place for you, then feel free to reach out with the contact info in the description below. Myself and the network of agents that I have throughout the United States are here and ready to help you with your move. Also, feel free to use CapeCoralFortMyersRealEstate.com for all the latest listings to hit the market and begin getting comfortable with our marketplace. No obligations. If you are ready to go ahead and get that ball rolling on your move to Southwest Florida, then there is a link in the description below to help you get a personalized home search that'll be tailored specifically to you. Oftentimes when you search web aggregates, it limits your capabilities, but when I build this search, you'll be able to have many more options available, and you begin to have a conversation of what your home in Florida will look like. Also, don't forget to add me on social media and follow along as we post weekly articles and information that you may find handy and give you insight as to what life in Florida looks like. And as always, we really appreciate it when you leave us a comment and hit that like button, subscribe button, and notification bells so that you can be notified when we drop future videos that may help you with living in life in Southwest Florida. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, I wish you much health and happiness.